look, it doesn't have to be that way. I've done it also in just calm and enjoying life. And say like, I really want to be better at this. I want to do this. I want to be this way. I'm going to get this way. I'm going to commit. And I've learned the best commitment is a vow to yourself. A vow is like,
what has taught you that? Like when you say I learned, like what have you seen?
I think this experience actually. But also I'm a big believer in keeping your word, being a man of your word. To others, then why not be a man of, but you got to be a man of your word to yourself. If you're not a man of your word to yourself, it's hard to be a man of your word to others. It always starts with the self.
Is there a power to writing our vows down?
I think so.
Versus just thinking it?
Yes. There is something, and not on an iPhone, not on a computer, something about the act of doing it physically. Of the physical action of like your hand there, feeling it, feeling almost like what's underneath the paper, and then having that piece of paper there as your record that you look at every day of your record of your commitment to yourself. You don't just do it and throw it away. No, now you gotta like remind you, because the mind's a monkey. It's gonna throw bananas all day, and I'm being polite.
Bananas, maybe some feces.
Yeah, I would have said the other one. I would have said feces, but I was like, I don't know who the audience. I mean, I hope whoever's listening is, but I'm sure they have a sense of humor. But yeah, the mind's a monkey, man. And so like it requires training, and so like the vow is like that reminder, like, hey, look, you get up tomorrow, look what you got to work on, look what you committed to. And it's not the same. You can take a photo of it and put it on your phone, but it's not the same. I've tried, because I played around. I experiment the hell out of all of these things, because I'm always like, okay, what's the next level? How can I get better at this? And I fail, and then I'll come out and I'll try new things. But this has the love yourself practice is the foundation. I haven't been able to like get beyond it as the foundation. Everything builds on top of it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I digressed. There is a power to physically writing down your vow and then keeping it as a record of commitment to yourself and then facing that commitment every day. You have to face it. You're facing yourself. And you're facing something really good about yourself, that you made this vow to yourself. It's something really special, something to be proud of, that you're willing to do that.
So after making this vow, that led to this thing that you called the practice. What is the stage of how that came? Give us a little bit of you made this commitment and you said you started journaling. How did that journaling evolve into the practice?
No, the journaling was just something I did, like I'm a writer, even though I build tech companies, writing is what I'm put on this earth. So I'm always writing. I'm always keeping notes of my thoughts and things I learn. I'm always noodling in my head and noodling on Word docs. But at that point, it was like, okay, I got to keep this vow. Now what? I'm not a self-help guy. I didn't want to go out to go to Amazon, start looking, even though I read the book itself. That's the great irony, right? And so it's not like I went and started reading books or I started like, let me go on Facebook and say, hey everyone, how do I love myself? No, because it was, first of all, I was very embarrassed. I was like, but I didn't even know what it meant. All I knew was that this is the vow I made and this is what I had to work on for my mind, because I didn't like where my mind was, right? And so I just sat around and tried things. I sat around and, okay, what can I do? I tried, meditating. I tried this. I tried that. I tried repeating things in my head. I tried, saying things out loud. I tried, but it was all internal work, because I knew it's the mind I'm working on. So I got to use the mind. That was the key thing. It was like, I'm working on the mind, so I got to use the structure that I'm actually trying to influence. So it wasn't anything outside. And I think that's what made it work. I wasn't looking for an outside solution. I was solving an inside problem by looking for an inside solution, and the solution had to come from within me.